Hello, Seiiti Arata. When you're saying goodbye to someone and then they say, look after yourself, and you reply, will do you really? What does it really mean to look after oneself? Don't do unto yourself what you wouldn't do unto others. Everyone knows the old cliché that you should treat others the way you would like them to treat you. And if you've been following our YouTube channel, then you're probably the type of person who likes to live your life according to this type of philosophy, right? The kind of person who follows here in our YouTube channel, you are the one who holds yourself to very high standards. And unfortunately, this can end up taking its toll. That is why today I've got a new idea to share with you, something a little bit different. Treat yourself the way you would like yourself to be treating others. If someone you cared about made a mistake, wouldn't you forgive them? Wouldn't you show them some kindness? Wouldn't you use your empathy, your compassion to try to understand things from their point of view, right? So, what is it that made them act the way they did? You should be using all these same skills to talk to yourself. When it comes to conversations with yours truly, the worst thing you can do is to blame yourself for everything, feeling racked with guilt, unable to forgive yourself. Get to know your superpowers. Looking after yourself is also about recognizing and taking pride in the things that you are great at. Try to avoid pathological humility, the one that results not only in a failure to identify your own abilities, but also being deaf to the praise of those around you. You could end up avoiding opportunities to do things at which you really excel because you always say, yeah, there's always somebody else who's better than you. There is a sweet spot between humility and arrogance. You should identify your talents, your skills, your interests. You should also understand your own attributes and which of them you hope to continue perfecting in the future. If there are skills that still do not have, well, at least you can say that you are interested in developing them. Watch out for the other dimension of pathological humility, which is apathy. Let's suppose you started to work at a new company. Needless to say, your supervisors are going to ask you what your areas of interest are. One of the worst answers you can give is saying that you don't know, or that, well, actually, everything goes, or some vague answer that you can do anything or whatever. That is pure apathy. Or is that twinkle in your eyes? Devote some time to working out what really makes you tick. Work out what you're genuinely passionate about. What is going to drive you to become a successful professional. This is the road to developing your superpowers. Stop with the servility. Some people suffer from an inferiority complex. They're going to be walking down the street, somebody bumps to them, then it's them who will say, oh, sorry. It's like working in a team, and then a colleague makes a mistake, and then you get embarrassed. You end up saying that the fault was yours. Excessive inferiority means that you're thinking that you are always doing things wrong. Then you start to see yourself as a bungling, inadequate, undesirable human being. It is as if it's you who needs to be apologizing for your own very existence. Remember the first piece of advice here. Treat yourself the way you would like yourself to be treating others. So, be gentle with yourself. Just as if you wouldn't see others as inferior to yourself, understand that you are also not inferior to other people. If you need help, look for it. Nobody's going to be reading your mind if you don't know how to communicate. If you need a second opinion, if you need help, moving to another house, if you need somebody to talk to, if you need some technical advice for a project that you're working on, in all those situations, you need to learn to open your mouth and ask for help. A lot of people suffer in silence when they need help. Why do they stay silent? Why do they do that? Sometimes it is because of lack of confidence and they don't know how to ask. Maybe it's the ego playing tricks on them and making them think that it's shameful to ask for help. It is worrying too much about inconveniencing other people. In some cases, Not asking for help can be a conscious choice, but in these cases you have to be very careful. Watch you don't start harboring a grudge because other people didn't help you. No, they didn't help because they didn't ask properly. You are the most important person of all. No matter how much you love the people around you, no matter how much you want them to come first, you won't be able to have a positive influence if your own life is a total mess. And this is why you need to look after yourself. Learn to prioritize yourself. You deserve to love yourself. Discover your greatest passions and follow them. Life is short and nobody wants to regret not having lived theirs to the full. We have a whole course about personal development. It is quick, simple and efficient. You can learn more by going to arata.se/personal development.